Welcome to Stoic Psyche with Stoma, a place where strength is forged in silence, where the mind is sharper than any blade, and where self-respect isn't just a philosophite, it's a non-negotiable. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful truths a man must come to understand in this life. There comes a defining moment in every man's journey where he must draw the line not out of pride, not out of ego, but out of clarity, because every time you tolerate what should be condemned, every time you excuse behavior that chips away at your worth, you send a silent message to the world. I am okay with being disrespected, but a man of stoic virtue, a man who guards his peace like a warrior guards his life, does not allow that message to be broadcast. So today, you'll learn 6 destructive behaviors that must never, under any circumstances, be tolerated by a man of integrity, dignity, and inner mastery. These aren't just social tips, these are principles that protect your spirit. Let's begin. Point 1. Disrespect. The first crack in the foundation of self-worth. Disrespect is rarely loud. It's subtle. It sneaks in through sarcasm, eye rolls, being talked over, or having your ideas constantly dismissed. It doesn't always look like outright insults. It's often cloaked in jokes at your expense, comments meant to put you in your place, or body language that signals you don't matter. A stoic man never explodes in reaction, but he never accepts it in silence either. Because here's the truth, when you let people cross the line of respect, you teach them your boundaries are negotiable. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoics in history, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." And part of that power is knowing when to walk away, not with drama, not with revenge, but with full awareness that no peace can exist where respect does not. You don't need to argue. You don't need to convince. You simply make your standards known and you live by them. Disrespect is not a misunderstanding. It is a statement, and your response is either reinforcement or rejection of that statement. 2. Manipulation. The silent assassin of mental clarity. Manipulators are rarely aggressive, they're subtle. They don't force, they twist. They don't shout, they distort. They will praise you when they want something and withdraw their affection the moment you resist. They will use guilt like a weapon. They will twist facts to make you question your own memory. This kind of behavior is dangerous not just because it's deceptive, but because it slowly dismantles your clarity. And for the Stoic man, clarity is sacred. Seneca once said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." Manipulators do the opposite. They confuse you, they poison your emotional environment, and worst of all, they make you doubt yourself. A Stoic never plays games with manipulators. He doesn't fight them with chaos. He disarms them with truth. Then he removes himself. No yelling, no drama, just distance. Because when you're surrounded by manipulation, your peace is rented, not owned. And the rent always comes due with interest. 3. Chronic complaining. The emotional black hole. There are people who don't seek solutions, they seek sympathy. They crave validation for their victimhood, not accountability for their choices. Every conversation becomes a stage. Every interaction is a performance where their problems take center stage and your energy becomes the audience. This is not harmless. This is spiritual theft. Chronic complainers aren't just venting, they're draining. They are addicted to their own helplessness. And if you're not careful, they'll make you addicted to fixing them, saving them, or constantly encouraging them. But here's the hard Stoic truth. You can't save someone who refuses to swim. And if you try, you drown with them. Epictetus warned, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." And the chronic complainer already believes they're the victim of life. They have no space for growth, only grief. A Stoic detaches not in cruelty, but in self-preservation. He offers wisdom once. If it's rejected, he steps back. Because the energy he guards is not for endless pity, it's for purposeful growth. For dishonesty, the death of inner trust. A lie is not just an external act. It's an internal fracture. When you excuse dishonesty, when you rationalize it, overlook it, or sugarcoat it to start violating your own instincts, you feel the lie, you see the red flag, but you gaslight yourself. You say, "Maybe I'm overreacting." You say, "Maybe they didn't mean it." But deep down, your clarity is being fogged. And in Stoicism, nothing is more vital than clarity. Marcus Aurelius said, "If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake, I will gladly change. It is the truth I seek." The Stoic seeks truth when it's uncomfortable, even when it hurts, because truth, though sharp, is always clean. Lies, though soft, are always corrosive. A man of honor must demand truth not only from others but from himself. And when someone consistently offers deception instead, no matter how close they are, they have no place in your sacred space. Truth is the foundation of every Stoic virtue. Courage, wisdom, justice, temperance. Dishonesty is the enemy of them. All 5. Entitlement. The hidden weight on your soul. Entitlement is often disguised as friendship, family, or even love. But its core message is this: you owe me. You owe me your time. You owe me your attention. You owe me forgiveness without accountability. Entitled people never thank you. They expect you, and when you place a boundary, they don't reflect, they retaliate. A Stoic man gives freely but not from guilt. He forgives not from pressure. but from principle. And he sets boundaries not out of anger, but out of self-respect. Seneca wrote, "He who gives quickly gives twice." But notice he says gives, not surrenders. Entitlement will turn your kindness into currency. It will drain your energy and shame you into servitude. The Stoic doesn't fall for this. He recognizes the pattern. He draws a firm, silent line. And if it's crossed again, he steps back. No debate, no justification, just distance. Because giving without boundaries is not generosity. It's self-destruction in slow motion. 6. Disloyalty. The deepest cut to integrity. Disloyalty is not always loud betrayal. It's often quiet inconsistency. The kind that leaves you wondering if the person who celebrates you in private will stand by you in public. The friend who is there when life is fun but gone when life is real. The partner who supports you when you succeed, but grows distant when you struggle. Disloyalty doesn't always break your heart. It erodes your trust, and a Stoic man understands this. Loyalty is not a gift, it's a reflection. If I give you my trust, you mirror it back with action. If you can't, you don't belong in my circle. There is no need for revenge, no need for confrontation. The Stoic simply withdraws, no explanations, just silence, because once loyalty is lost, it can be forgiven but it is never the same. A Stoic holds loyalty sacred because without it, no bond is real, and without real bonds, life becomes a series of performances, not partnerships. Final truth: what you tolerate, you invite. Here's what every powerful man eventually understands. The world doesn't treat you how you deserve. It treats you how you allow. Tolerate manipulation. You invite manipulators. Allow disrespect. You attract more of it. Excuse dishonesty. You train yourself not to trust and not just others, but yourself. But when you walk away from anything that disrespects your soul, when you protect your boundaries with quiet certainty, when you value your peace more than other people's comfort, you become dangerous, not because you harm anyone, but because no one can control you anymore. This is Stoic true wisdom. We don't scream, we don't beg, we respond. We choose logic over emotion, peace over chaos, clarity over confusion, and virtue over comfort. Closing reflection. Ask yourself now, ask yourself, which of these 6 behaviors have I allowed for too long? Which ones have you tolerated under the illusion of being kind, staying loyal, or keeping the peace? Today is the day that illusion ends. Today is the day you reclaim your time, your energy, your clarity, and above all, your self-respect. Thank you for watching Stoic Psyche Wisdom, where your growth is not optional. It is essential. Until next time, remain unshakable.